Good afternoon and welcome to another webinar. My name is Dr. Ken Stewart and I'll be your presenter for today. During this webinar, if you have any questions, you can email them to me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So let's get started. The topic for today is intuitive eating. Intuitive eating. You probably heard of intuitive eating in passing, but never got a chance to do a quick read on the topic. So for the next couple of minutes, I will define what intuitive eating is and offer 10 principles of intuitive eating. So what is intuitive eating? Well, an intuitive eater is defined as a person who makes food choices without experiencing guilt or an ethical dilemma, honors hunger, respects fullness, and enjoys the pleasure of eating. So what are some principles of intuitive eating? The first is to reject the diet mentality. Throughout the diet books and magazine articles that offer you false hope of losing weight quickly, easily, and permanently. Don't allow the small hope to linger that a new and better diet might be lurking around the corner. It will prevent you from being free to discover intuitive eating. Next is to honor your hunger. Keep your body biologically fed with adequate energy and carbohydrates. Otherwise, you can trigger a primal drive to overeat. Once you reach the moment of excessive hunger, all intentions of moderate, conscious eating are fleeting and irrelevant. Learning to honor this first biological signal sets the stage for rebuilding trust with yourself and food. Make peace with food. Call a truce. Stop the food fight. Give yourself unconditional permission to eat. If you tell yourself that you can't or shouldn't have a particular food, it can lead to intense feelings of deprivation that build into uncontrollable cravings and often binging. When you finally give in to your forbidden food, eating will be experienced with such intensity, it usually results in Last Supper overeating and overwhelming guilt. Scream a loud no to thoughts in your head that declare you're good for eating minimal calories or bad because you ate a piece of chocolate cake. The food police monitors the unreasonable rules that dieting has created. The police station is housed deep in your psyche, and its loudspeaker shouts negative barbs, hopeless phrases, and guilt-provoking indictments. Chasing the food police away is a critical step in returning to intuitive eating. So, challenge the food police. Respect your fullness. Listen for the body signals that tell you you are no longer hungry. Observe the signs that show that you're comfortable or comfortably full. Pause in the middle of a meal or food and ask yourself how the food tastes and what is your current fullness level. Discover the satisfaction factor. The Japanese have the wisdom to promote pleasure as one of their goals of healthy living. In our fury to be thin and healthy, we often overlook one of the most basic gifts of existence, the pleasure and satisfaction that can be found in the eating experience. When you eat what you really want in an environment that is inviting and conducive, the pleasure you derive will be a powerful force in helping you feel satisfied and content. By providing this experience for yourself, you will find that it takes much less food to decide you've had enough. Respect your body. Accept your genetic blueprint. Just as a person with a shoe size of 8 would not expect to realistically squeeze into a size 6, it is equally as futile and uncomfortable to have the same expectation with body size. But mostly, respect your body so you can feel full, feel better, and better understand who you are. It's hard to reject the diet mentality if you are unrealistic and overly critical about your body type. Exercise. Feel the difference. Forget militant exercise. Just get active and shift your focus to how it feels to move your body rather than the calorie burning effect of exercise. If you focus on how you feel from working out, such as energized, it can make the difference between rolling out of bed for a brisk morning walk or hitting the snooze alarm. If, when you wake up, your only goal is to lose weight, it's usually not a motivating factor in that moment of time. What tips are you going to include during this week? How will you include intuitive eating during this week or as you prepare for a new year? Give you a couple seconds to think about some of the tips and how you're going to incorporate it into your daily routine. This brings us to the end of the webinar. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to connecting with you next week. Bye for now.